Real quick warning before we get into the video. This is the second episode of a series. You should probably go watch the first episode first. It's linked in the description, and I have a playlist on my channel. We are back with Season 2 of Retro Bowl Quarterback Mode. I'm playing for my custom team, Isle Royale, and last year we lost in the second round of the state playoffs in heartbreaking fashion. We had the game-winning touchdown in the end zone, but they marked us short. Don't worry, we have that team on the schedule again. But first, before we get into that game and the game before that one, let's take a look at our roster. Obviously, I'm on the team. Just so you know, I'm a 2-star recruit, a low 2-star recruit. No one particularly wants me right now. I had interception issues last year, even though I was at the top for passing yards in the state. And we also have Kirk Pacheco. This guy is really, really good. He's got a burst. We didn't give him a whole lot of carries, but with the amount of carries we gave him, he was still able to go down the field and score a lot. He had not thousands of yards, but like over 1,000. Then we also have Caleb Kaiser. This is our new tight end. He's really good. He's got great stamina. He's got good speed. We just need to get his strength up, and this guy is going to be a great player. One of our receivers is JT Ponder. This guy is new to the team, and he is really fast. He can catch balls really well. But the other stuff he needs to work on. Also, he's a newcomer to the team, so he might not know the offensive system. We also have Corey School on our team. I could call him the receiver 2. I could call him the receiver 1. That's something we don't know yet. This guy was on the team last year. I've got team chemistry with him. He's a really good physical guy. He is good at just like running people over, but he generally likes to go down, run out of bounds, that sort of thing. We have a standout offensive lineman on our team this year, and his name is JefeZhai. He's really strong, he's got good technique, but he gets tired so easily. That's something that he needs to work on. I'm going to go over the defense a little bit more quickly. At defensive lineman, we've got Jesse Sigler and Clive Dayon. Sigler's been on the team, so he kind of knows what's going on. Dayon's a newcomer, though. We'll see what he can do. At linebacker, we have 2 newcomers, Hajalte McMath and Cole. I really don't know much about these guys. They popped up on the team, and I'll take defensive lineman help. What I meant to say was linebacker help, but you get it. At defensive back, we have Greg Howard. He's really good, probably the best guy on defense. And then we've got Toilolio. He's our kicker. He's pretty good, not incredible, though. That's the end of the intro. I don't know why I needed to tell you that's the end of the intro, but it is. We have an entire season to play, so let's hop right into our first game of the season against Canton. Now we're going into our first game of the season against Canton. Canton isn't particularly good, but they were able to score a touchdown. We're getting a stiff arm from Corey School on the first play. Now, hitting Ponder. This is his first catch of the season, 14 yards. This time, I hand it off to Kirk Pacheco, and he just breaks free. This guy's so good. I have to keep saying it because, this series isn't about him. But, he's just such a good player. We started on our own 1-yard line on this drive. I keep wanting to take a shot deep, and there I just missed the throw. I don't know if this is, first game of the season jitters, but I missed another throw on the very next play, and I am able to find Kirk Pacheco for the first down here. I hand it right back to him. And he breaks a stiff arm and another one, and Kirk Pacheco is gone for his second touchdown of the game. Game's tied up. They don't score on this drive. So now we have a good opportunity, and I just throw that into double coverage, but it works. 18-yard gain. Next, I hand it off to Kirk Pacheco. He breaks some tackles. This is what this guy does. Not an incredible run for his standards. That was a great run, but, not an incredible run. There I missed another throw. So that run wasn't a touchdown or anything, not what I normally show, but that's just his typical run. That's not even anything incredible. Nearing the end of the first half, I just chuck it up and I miss another throw. I'm just really off, and I'm starting to get gassed too. I am able to hit Ponder for his first touchdown on the team. But we're just at halftime, and my arm is kind of already starting to get worn out. I can only throw the ball 20 yards now, which is really rough. Here we go, going to Corey School, and he is able to break free for a touchdown, my second through the air on the day. Here we go, I chuck it up, and he's open. Caleb Kaiser, the tight end, he's going to get 24. That was a screen. I just missed the throw. That's terrible. Caleb Kaiser, the tight end. when I'm making a good throw, our team does really good. We're breaking off the tackles. We're making guys miss. But I just haven't really been able to get the ball to the right spot. I ended up going for 16 for 26 on the day. By the way, what a throw. That was directly into double coverage. That one also into heavy coverage and another touchdown. We're now up by 7, but that's another missed throw. Nearly intercepted. This one, I throw it up to Caleb Kaiser. He gets a stiff arm, but he fumbles it away. Luckily, we're able to recover. And I just throw it up again. This one's caught by Kirk Pacheco. He'll get 20 yards. Coach wants me to run a shot play, so that's what I do. And I miss another throw. Here I go. I throw it, and I miss another throw. I have been so off target today. I think I've missed like 5 passes in this one game. It's been terrible. I think I'm just rusty from a long off season of not playing. But Kirk Pacheco, he's able to get in for another touchdown. That'll do it. I was 16 for 26, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, luckily. Interceptions are a problem I had last year, and I didn't throw a single one today. I don't know if this is a good game or a bad game. The no interceptions would say it's a good game, but the completion percentage and all of the missed throws would say it's a bad game. So Kirk Pacheco is so good. He was a monster last season, and he got a whole lot better in the offseason. 7 runs, 137 yards. That's nearly 20 yards per carry, and 3 touchdowns. I was able to spread the ball around really well today. Caleb Kaiser, the tight end, had 6 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown. He did have that fumble later in the game, though. JT Ponder, our top receiver in terms of ratings, he had 3 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown. And in my opinion, the best target of the day was Corey School, who had 4 catches, 125 yards, and a touchdown. Great game offensively, except for my missed throws, but a bad one defensively. And now it's time for the big rematch. Isle Royale versus Macomb, Dakota. Last time, we lost the game on a really, really bad call to end our season, and so I'm hoping we can play and get a big win. What you saw before was the other game last season where we tragically lost, and this game this season is going pretty well to begin with. That's a great throw by me. I probably could have made it a little bit shorter, put it in better range for him. But, he was able to make the catch, and I throw a pick to start it off. So never mind what they going good, but I throw that to JT Ponder. What a throw. What a catch. This one I missed, though, another screen pass. It's 6-0 at the end of the first quarter. Caleb Kaiser's able to break a first down. And here we go. I throw it up, and wow, what a catch by Caleb Kaiser. This guy, he is really good at making contested catches, going up for jump balls, and he gets a stiff arm down to the 4-yard line here. Throwing it to the end zone, there's a touchdown for Caleb Kaiser, and we're up until they score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion. But going back to the tight end Kaiser, he's had so many targets today, and it's been working out well, but I throw an interception there, just barely underthrown, and now it's 20-7. They've scored, what is that? 20 minus 6, 14 straight. They missed their extra point. Corey School, he's going to go to the 44-yard line and after a big run. We're doing pretty good. JT Ponder getting us yards. Nearing the end of the half, I throw that one up, and it's caught by Kirk Pacheco. Here we go, last play of the half for us, and it's in for a touchdown. We get the ball to start off the third quarter also. So now down by 6, we have a chance to take a lead. But I keep getting sacked. Here we go. I throw it. It's caught by JT Ponder. 14 yards. I think we might have punted the ball, and then they punted it back. I really don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention, but we made it down the field. We scored another touchdown. They got to stop. Our defense played really good, but I threw a pick, and then they kicked a field goal. JT Ponder, he's going for 15 yards. I definitely still do have problems with interceptions, even though I was doing better than last year. Here I go, running the ball. I have actually been running the ball pretty well. After 2 touchdowns late last game. Was that last game, or is that going to end up being this game? I really don't remember. I mean, Corey School is doing pretty good. Oh yeah, this is where I get 2 late rushing touchdowns. I bring it in. In the first one, we go for 2 to make it a 6-point game, and we don't get it. Down by 4, or up by 4 now. We get the ball back. And this time I throw it deep, and it's caught by Caleb Kaiser. This guy is so good at making contested catches. He does it over and over and over again. 32 yards. Going to Kirk Pacheco. He's going to get 6 before I just step up in the pocket and score another touchdown. I was 20 for 27, 304 yards, 2 touchdowns, but the 3 picks were rough. I had 3 runs, 11 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Kirk Pacheco, 125 yards and a touchdown on the ground in only 13 carries. Caleb Kaiser had 7 catches, 127 yards. He was really good. And he was also able to bring in a touchdown for us. JT Ponder had 7 catches, 111 yards, 0 touchdowns though, and Corey School, 4 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown. It's still not really that clear who's our receiver 1, but we've got 3 great guys that can all catch the ball really well, and that's something I'm glad to have on our team. There are 3 Division II teams that want me. Now, the first 2 are both in the Upper Peninsula, starting off with Northern Michigan. Their coach has not won a game yet as the coach of Northern Michigan, so that's not a team I particularly want to go to, but it's cool that the offer's there. We also have Michigan Tech. Michigan Tech is more of an average team. I would still be glad to go there, especially since both of those teams are actually pretty close to Isle Royale, even though they're Division II. And then also Ferris State want me. They also gave me a scholarship. I might want to go there. Ferris State is really, really, really good, like national championship in Division II level good. But I probably wouldn't start there for a while. That might be an interesting place to get my career started, and you also never know who's going to keep offering me in the future. Now we're playing in Southfield A&T. 2 years ago, they won the state championship. Last year, they were a pretty below average team. This year, I think they're better than they were last year, but I think they're kind of more in between where they were. We have the ball, though, and we're going down the field, and that's a great throw by me and a touchdown. That was right on the money. I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm getting sacked, but I'm finding my guy open, JT Ponder. And on 4th down, I just decided to scramble here, and it works. I get the first. I've been using my legs, and it's been working a surprising amount. This time I throw it up, and it's caught by JT Ponder. I kind of always overthrow those just a little bit. Here we go. I decided to run again. I think that was a designed run, and it works. We're getting quite a few yards. After a run for 1st down now, Corey School's getting it for 8. It's a 7-7 game, and I have not been playing that badly yet. JT Ponder's in for the touchdown. Here we go, going to Corey School. He's going to get a 1st down and the juke move. That was a great one. I just threw an incompletion, which is kind of pretty rough, especially since it's on a screen pass. I always miss those throws for some reason. But we found a way to make our way down the field again. And after a good move from JT Ponder, we're down at the 8-yard line. Before I throw it, that's a touchdown. It's 21-7 now, going into the second half. Another designed run for me. These design runs have been working pretty well. This time I decided to throw it, and it works. Corey Kaiser, he is not gone, but that was a nice play by him. This time, I tried to throw it, but I wasn't able to find anybody open, so I scramble, I get 2 yards. This time, I throw an incompletion. That was more of a throwaway. Potentially somebody would have been in the area, and that's a great one caught by Corey Kaiser. Gonna break a tackle. Can't quite make the stiff arm. That's what he was trying to do there, but we're able to run in for a touchdown. It's 28-10. Corey Kaiser, again, another 18-yard gain. This time, I wanted to throw the slant, but it was an RPO, and so I just decided to take off and run. Ran right into the tackle there. That was a pretty rough one. Corey School now. Nice one. 14 yards. Here we go. This time, I wanted to throw deep, but he just wasn't open like I wanted him to be. But I was able to find Corey School down at the 1. I just take off right up the middle. It's 35-18 now. 17-point game. Corey Kaiser, he's going to go for 16 yards. This time, I'm able to hit Corey Kaiser again. This guy has been really good, breaking some tackles. Last play of the game, I just hit him again. He goes down, and that'll do it. I had a great game today. 19 for 21, 277 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and I also added 30 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Kirk Pacheco had a more quiet game, but 14 runs, 116 yards, and a touchdown is great. Caleb Kaiser, 7 catches, 116 yards. JT Ponder, 5 catches, 65 yards, and Corey School, 6 catches, 87 yards, and 2 touchdowns. In this game, we're playing against Division II Fraser. Maybe it's Fraser. I'm going to call him Fraser because it's easier to pronounce. And I'm just going to say right now, if you don't like weird games, then you're going to absolutely hate this one. We're big favorites, and we get a kick return touchdown to start it off. They score a touchdown, but they do miss their extra point. So now it's 7-6. Here we go for throw of the day for me. I hit Corey School deep. He can't quite make a move. Gain of 28. Next, I hit Caleb Kaiser here. He is able to get 17. A big run puts us all the way down here at the 15-yard line, and Caleb Kaiser's in for a touchdown. They score again. They do miss the 2-point conversion, but I throw it up to our receiver, and it's intercepted. They're able to bring it back to the 25, but we get a big stop. Here we go, next play of the drive. I throw it up. I don't know what I was doing with that one. I just completely missed that throw, and they get a field goal. This team is up. We're projected to be winning big right now, probably already by a few scores, but we aren't. But now we are able to run it in for a touchdown with Kirk Pacheco. Here we go. 2-point conversion. I just throw it, and it's caught by JT Ponder. We're up by 7. They score a touchdown, though, and they actually make their extra point for once. And now Kirk Pacheco's gone for his second kick return touchdown of the first half, and it's 29-22. Here we go. We get the ball back, and now we throw it up, and Corey School, he's gone. The only problem is we're winning by 14 now, but we allowed 22 points in the first half and another touchdown on the next drive. So we need to just keep putting up points. It's 36-29 against a low-level team, at least compared to us. Corey School here, able to make a move, and he's in for the touchdown. It's 43-29, but I am still trying to score. I've thrown 2 interceptions on 2 bad throws, and Caleb Kaiser here, he's gone for a long touchdown. It's 50-29. I'm still trying to score. This team put up 29 before, so we need to put up at least 29 to win. And there's a touchdown right there. It's 27. It's 57-29. And then I just give it to Kirk Pacheco, and he's gone for another touchdown, 64-29. And you know what I say? Why not score another touchdown if we have a chance to? JT Ponder in the middle, and he's just able to go for another touchdown. Final score, 71-29. I threw 11 passes and had 2 interceptions, which were the only 2 incompletions I had. I threw for nearly 400 yards, which is really incredible in Retro Bowl, and I also had 6 touchdowns. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but Kirk Pacheco is an absolute legend. 32.6 yards per carry, 163 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 returning touchdowns, and he's already over 500 yards on the season. The receivers on our team also all did really well. Caleb Kaiser, 3 catches, 102 yards, and 2 touchdowns. JT Ponder had 3 catches, 125 yards, and another 2 touchdowns. And Corey School had 3 catches, 156 yards, and another 2 touchdowns. I'm spreading the ball really well, and it's just great to see that all 3 guys are really thriving on this team. They all have like 400 yards. Up next, we're playing against Belleville. This is probably the best team we've played so far. They had the number 1 recruit in the entire country, Bryce Underwood, at quarterback. He was really good. He ended up going to Michigan, got signed there for millions and millions of NIL dollars. But after he left this season, the team is still really good. They're one of the best in the state. Not the best in the state anymore. I would say we're a little bit better than them. We're probably state title contenders. They already scored a touchdown, but we're able to go down the field. And there's Caleb Kaiser in for a touchdown. Here we go. This time I hit Corey School, and he's going to go for 5 yards. Here we go. This time I throw it. It's caught by Caleb Kaiser. He's going to go for 15. Okay, Corey School now. We've been making our way down the field. This defense for Belleville, they really haven't been playing that well, even though they're an above-average defense. They won the state championship last year and everything. Did they? I'm pretty sure they did, or they at least came close. I know for a fact 2 years ago they were in the state championship. But we're keeping up with this team. 10 seconds left, and I throw a pick. But it's 17-14 going into the second half. Our defense hasn't really been able to make stops, except for that very last play of the half. But I've been playing pretty good on offense, except for that interception late in the half. That was really just me trying to force the ball somewhere. Kirk Pacheco, there he goes, 15 yards. We definitely have been making some good plays. And here I hit Caleb Kaiser, and he's able to break a tackle for 17 yards. That was an incredible run. Or an incredible catch and run. I hit JT Ponder, and then on this play, we score a touchdown. That's Corey School. We're down by 3, though, because they scored another touchdown. JT Ponder is able to get us 8. Here we go now. I find him wide open. I don't know what they were doing in coverage, but we're able to hit Corey School on the next play. I throw it. It's caught. He'll get 6 yards, the running back will. Up next. There we go, Corey School again, and he is gone. Wow, last play of the quarter, and we are up by 4 until they score yet another touchdown. It's 31-28. Here we go, another wide open player. For whatever reason, those short routes, they just don't cover them. I don't know why. I think they expect us to go with the deep balls because that's what's been working for us all season. Corey School, he's going to get us 10, and we're driving down the field. There's a minute and a half left in the fourth quarter, so now the question is, do we take time off the clock? But that's still half of the fourth quarter, so we are deciding that we're going to try and score a touchdown immediately. We're not going for any field goals. We're not going to score a touchdown at the very end. And you'll see if this strategy ends up paying off. JT Ponder gets us down to the 1. 58 seconds left. I throw a touchdown. They score a touchdown on their drive, which gives us only about 15 seconds left on the return. Our returner breaks a tackle, but the kicker can make a tackle. Here we go. I throw it up, and I have JT Ponder. He's able to get us down to the 45-yard line. This kick from 62 to win us the game is short. We have a good kicker, but he's not that good. I was 30 for 32, 308 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Great completion percentage. I also had 18 rushing yards, and I even added a touchdown, which was my 4th rushing on the season. We really didn't give Kirk Pacheco the ball much. He had 10 runs, 54 yards, and he wasn't able to score a touchdown. Caleb Kaiser, he had 9 catches, 97 yards, and 2 touchdowns. It was a great game for him. JT Ponder had 7 catches for 73 yards today. I gave Corey School the ball a ton today. He had 10 catches, 109 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Even though we lost, we played really closely, which shows that we can contend and we can potentially go on a run. I have gotten more good offers as the last few games have gone on, starting off with Davenport. Davenport's Division II, and they're not incredible, but a good offer is Grand Valley State, top 10 in Division II. That's an offer I would seriously consider taking. Same thing for Bemidji State. They're also like top 15, but a lot more remote. Findlay, you've never heard of them. I've never heard of them. Not going there. Northern Iowa is an FCS team. They're pretty high level. That's the place that I seriously could go to. And then I also got an offer from FBS, worst team in the top level of college football, Kent State. I could go there and bring them to glory, who knows? And then I also got an offer from Northwestern. That's a Big Ten team, which is seriously incredible. Big Ten teams want me there. And also Wisconsin, another Big Ten team that also Kirk Pacheco is getting recruited there. We could both go there together. That would be cool. Who knows? We'll see as the next few games go on. So this is every team that wants me to play for them has offered me a scholarship. First of all, I do want to note right now that I'm a 3-star recruit, so more teams are noticing me. But also, there are quite a few teams that I definitely don't want to play for. I know a lot about college football, and so the fact that I've never heard of Findlay before really throws me off with their program. There is zero way I'm going to them. And Northern Michigan, they haven't won a game in at least the last 2 seasons, so there's also no way I'm going there. So that leaves me having Wisconsin and Northwestern on the list because they're Big Ten teams. Northern Michigan because they're close. Davenport because they're close to a more good area of Michigan that's not freezing cold in the winter. Ferris State because they're the number 1 team in Division II, and Grand Valley and Bemidji State because they're also good teams in Division II. And then also some lower level Division I programs are Kent State and Northern Iowa, and I definitely would not be opposed to going to those teams. I also decided that I'm not going to be going to Davenport or Northern Michigan because both of those teams are Division II and they're really just not good enough. From now on, I feel like you have to be a ranked Division II team or higher in order for me to even consider you. So I'm only going to show you those offers from now on, even if I get others. So that leaves me with just 7 teams: Wisconsin, Northwestern, Kent State, Northern Iowa, Georgia. Really don't know how I can make that mistake, but I meant Ferris State and not Georgia. Grand Valley State and Bemidji State. And those are the teams that I'm considering going to. So finally, after decades of talking, we can finally get back into playing real games. After a long break of not saying anything because I was sick, I'm back and I'm doing more voiceovers for this. if this style is different, if these later videos feel different, that's why, because I took a week break. Anyway, we're playing against John Glenn, and John Glenn is not particularly good, to be honest with you. They're a Division I team. I threw a pick there. That's pretty rough. Oh, yeah, that was a nice interception. But anyway, we are tied 7-7, but there's a big touchdown for us. This team is not the best, like I was saying, but, we're still bringing the heat. There is no way we are not going to try to score as much as we can. Stat padding is great and all. And there's a touchdown for us, our second rushing touchdown. Also, John Glenn is named after an astronaut. He was on Apollo 11, which is the first rocket to land on the moon. That's pretty interesting. I know he had some sort of relation to that area of Michigan. I don't really remember how. Like I said, it's been a while since I played the game and I did the research on this team. Here we go. I'm able to find a guy open for a touchdown, and it's 42-7 already at halftime. Here we go. This time I throw it up, and it's caught by Caleb Kaiser, the tight end. And this guy's just a little bit faster, and he's able to get 41, which for a tight end is great. After a big run, now we're down to the 16-yard line, and we score a touchdown. Here we go, another handoff this time, and Kirk Pacheco's gone. You know how it works. Whenever I show a run, generally it's pretty significant. And this is a big play, not necessarily a touchdown. Actually, it is a touchdown. I lied. We're up 56-7. Here we go. This time I just decide to throw it deep, and I find Corey School in stride. He's gone for the touchdown, 63-7. Wow. Here we go. I throw it deep. Caught by Caleb Kaiser. Wow, what a catch. And he's able to get 19. This guy is an incredible jump ball threat. It's 63-7. I'm just trying to stall clock because, they're already down by 56. I want a stat pad, but I also don't want to stat pad a ton. This time, though, they're not even guarding Caleb Kaiser. When I see our tight end being literally unguarded, I got to throw it to him. We are still trying to at least not go fast. If I find a good look, I'll throw it. We have the ball really far down the field, and here's a nice play. This is a touchdown. We're up 77-7, and we have the ball back. Wow. And that one's caught by Caleb Kaiser. This one, I believe it'll go the distance for our 12th touchdown of the day. It does. That'll do it. I was 12 for 13 for 365 yards. I had 7 touchdowns. I did have an interception. Kirk Pacheco had 9 runs, 345 yards, and 5 touchdowns, which is insane. Caleb Kaiser also had a great performance, 5 catches, 148 yards, and 2 touchdowns. JT Ponder, another 5 catches. He had 143 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Corey School, he had 2 catches, 74 yards, and 2 touchdowns. We really spread the ball around really well, except for Corey School. And we played great football. That's exactly what you want to see. That game will build a lot of momentum for us. Now we're playing against one of the top teams in the state of Ohio, Upper Arlington. I know for a fact that this game isn't going to be easy, but I still think we can win, and we get a big play here on our second play of the game for JT Ponder. He'll get us 38. We're already going down the field. Here we go. Throwing it. He's open. Corey School, he's just diving down. He has kind of been having some injury problems recently. He does not want to get hit. Here we go. JT Ponder gets us into a 3rd down. I find him open, but he runs out of bounds in an accident. 4th down, and we don't get it, and they're able to score a touchdown. I know what you're asking. How can you accidentally step out of bounds? He was running towards the sidelines, and he was trying to do that walking across the tightrope thing. He did not work out. But, it's fine because, a touchdown, it's okay because he's redeemed himself here with a few catches, and now we're throwing it to the end zone, and it's dropped by Corey School. But it's okay because there's JT Ponder. He gets 8, handed enough to Kirk Pacheco. That's his first touchdown of the day. It's 7-7. Here we go. I throw it up, caught by Caleb Kaiser. This guy is such a great jump ball threat. He can make so many good plays. And we've gotten quite a ways down the field already. We are at the 20-yard line. This is our 3rd drive in the red zone. We have not yet had a drive that wasn't in the red zone. There's another drop that would have resulted in a touchdown, though. Our receivers have not really been catching the ball that well today, if I'm being honest. But our defense has played pretty well. And here's a second rushing touchdown for Corey School. We're going for 2, trying to catch him off guard. And we get it over to Corey School. I don't know why I said Corey School scored that touchdown. That was Kirk Pacheco, by the way. Here we go, 13 seconds left. I just try to throw it deep, and it's picked off. And this one is going to go the other way for a touchdown. And now Upper Arlington scored another touchdown. It's 27-15. I throw it up. It's caught by JT Ponder for 17 yards. But we're down by 12 right now. This is not good. JT Ponder still going, breaks a tackle, and he's able to get us to the 20-yard line again. It's our 4th drive in the red zone now out of 5. That one before half doesn't really count because that was just like a pick 6. And there's another touchdown going for 2 now to make it a 4-point game, and we get it 27-23. If we score a touchdown, it's a field goal game. Here we go. Corey School, he's getting us a first down, throwing it to him again, and there's another good gain of about 6 yards. This is the last play of the third quarter, and we are able to get a first down. Here we go. Throwing it to Caleb Kaiser. He's able to break a tackle. He'll get us 10 yards. JT Ponder, this guy has been good for us. I've been throwing the ball to him a lot. Corey School just really has not had a great game today, but as I say that, he scores a touchdown. That's our first that hasn't been on the ground also. I don't know if we have 3 or 4 touchdowns on the ground. Let me think. Because we had the touchdown with the 2-point conversion, then the 2 touchdowns with the extra points. So I believe Kirk Pacheco currently has 3 touchdowns on the day. JT Ponder is going to get 11 yards. Here we go, 30 seconds left now. This game has kind of gone by quickly, honestly. 20 seconds left now. I just take off. I know we have plenty of time. This is Retro Bowl. There's like 3 seconds between plays. And Kirk Pacheco is able to run in for a touchdown, and we have won against Upper Arlington. I was 31 for 34 for 335 yards, which is great, but I did only have 1 touchdown, and I threw an interception. Kirk Pacheco showing why he's one of the top high school football players in the country, going 14 runs for 74 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. He's over 1,000 yards on the season and has 16 rushing touchdowns and 2 kick return touchdowns on the year. Caleb Kaiser had 6 catches for 66 yards today. Corey School had 6 catches for 60 yards and had the only receiving touchdown for anybody today. JT Ponder had a crazy game today, 17 catches for 207 yards. It's a shame we couldn't get him a touchdown, but he definitely worked really hard, and now he's our top guy in terms of receiving yards. We're now hopping into our next game against Kalamazoo Central. At this point in time, we pretty much have locked up a position into the playoffs, and right now we're considered as a top 3 team in the entire state, as I miss a throw there. That was a pretty bad one, but Kirk Pacheco is able to run it in for a touchdown. Here we go. This time, I just decided to throw it deep, and I make a perfect throw to JT Ponder, and he's gone after a juke move. I guess he can't score a touchdown, but a gain of 47 on that play is really nice for us. This time, I throw it up to Caleb Kaiser. He's able to get us 18. This time I throw it up to JT Ponder, and it's caught by Caleb Kaiser. He was not supposed to catch that. That would have been a touchdown, but Pacheco's able to run it in. Also, I forgot to say, but Kalamazoo Central is kind of average. We're expected to beat them by a lot just because of how good we are, and I take off for a good run here. It's 14-7 right now. Here we go. I am able to take a minute. Good protection, and Caleb Kaiser was able to get the ball, get us a first down. This time I try to throw it up, and it's caught incredibly there by the receiver, Corey School. This time I just take off again. That was a designed run. I get 7 yards. And here's another designed run. I dive. I get the first down, and now on the next play, we're able to drop the ball but score a touchdown. Corey School caught the ball after he dropped it, and he was wide open and ran in. We're up 21-7 nearing halftime, and this game has gone nearly exactly how we wanted it to go. We have scored on all 3 of our drives, and now at the 30-yard line with less than 10 seconds left, we're getting a chance for another one. We're kicking a field goal here, and it's up. It's through. We're up 24-7, and we get the ball to start off the second half. I'm sacked because I just wasn't able to find a guy open. Here, though, I do find a guy open. It's Corey School. He's able to get us a first down before handing it off to Kirk Pacheco, and he is gone for a 45-yard touchdown run. He even got a stiff arm while he was celebrating. That's a missed throw right there by me. That was pretty rough. But we're up 31-14. I really trust that we can get the win in this one. As I'm able to find Corey School open, he's able to get 13 yards. After a big run, we're way down here at the 15-yard line. I'm able to hit JT Ponder. He's going to get the first down. And on the very next play, I throw it to Kirk Pacheco, and we're up 38-14. There's 2.5 minutes left in this game, and this has gone nearly perfectly for us so far as Caleb Kaiser is able to get out of 2 tackles and get us a gain of 28. I find JT Ponder wide open, and here's another touchdown. We're above 40 on the day, 1.5 minutes left. We're getting the ball. I just decided to throw it deep, and it's intercepted. I just did not put enough on that ball. I don't even know why I did that, honestly, but 45-21 is the final score. The game's going to be over even with the interception. I was 19 for 22 for 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, but I did have that 1 interception. It does not seem like it, but I ran for 27 yards somehow today. Kirk Pacheco, he had 17 runs, 180 yards, and 3 touchdowns, and he had his first touchdown reception of the year. Like always, all 3 of our pass catchers played really well. Caleb Kaiser had 5 catches for 83 yards. JT Ponder had 7 catches, 135 yards, and a touchdown. And Corey School had 6 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown. Here we are in our next game playing against Okamos. I really don't remember what they're called. Something like that. What I do know is that they had a multi-year losing streak, and they lost, I believe, over 30 games in a row. So I think we'll win this one. You never know, though. But we are able to run in for a big touchdown. I have some extra throw power outside of, the storyline here. I got a throw power upgrade, and whenever that happens in Retro Bowl, you always miss throws like that interception right there. So it'll take me some time to get used to. I'll be honest, even in the next game, I still haven't fully gotten used to it. But Kirk Pacheco is able to run in for a touchdown. But as I was going to say, this will be definitely better in the long run to have this extra throwing power, especially for the playoffs of the season where we want to go on a deep run. We're up 14-3 right now, midway through the second quarter, and Corey School is able to get a big gain. He runs out of bounds like he normally does, but we're able to find it open again for another big play, and there's a touchdown for us. They are able to score and get a 2-point conversion, which is surprising, especially against our great defense, but JT Ponder's in for a touchdown. That was a terrible throw by me. Again, the extra throw power definitely is not good. But Caleb Kaiser, he is able to go for a big play. He's just slightly faster than everybody else. He's able to make a couple juke moves, and he's in for a touchdown. It's 35-14. We have the ball back, and this time I throw it up a 1-play touchdown. I don't know if it was a 1-play touchdown, but a 1-pass play touchdown. And here's another great throw to Corey School. It's 42-14 going into the fourth quarter. Corey School is in for yet another touchdown. And now we're just handing it off to Kirk Pacheco. And Kirk Pacheco doing his thing. He's able to get out of 5 tackles. I'm rewatching the clip, and he only broke out of 4 tackles. Oh no, so terrible. I was off by 1 number. He's gone for a touchdown. He's had a monster last few games. It's 56-14. And I'm trying to run up the score. Do you really expect me not to here? This time, I just throw it out of bounds. Again, the throw power is kind of really rough for the first little while. I had a guy open earlier in the play as I'm rewatching it, but JT Ponder, the same guy I was going to throw to earlier, if I had noticed him, is able to make a catch down the sideline, and he might be gone. He is not actually gone for a touchdown, but pretty close. He gets 50 yards, and this time I throw it up, and it's caught by Corey School. He's able to break a bunch of tackles, just like Kirk Pacheco did, and there's another touchdown. I was 11 for 17, but I had 333 yards and 6 touchdowns. I did end up throwing 1 interception. Can we just take a look at Kirk Pacheco's insane performance? He had 6 runs and 314 yards. That's over 50 yards per carry. And that's not to mention the 3 rushing touchdowns he has, which puts him at 23 total touchdowns in 9 games. Caleb Kaiser had that one huge 64-yard catch for a touchdown, which was a great play, by the way. JT Ponder had 4 catches, 153 yards, and a touchdown, which puts him over 1,000 yards on the season. And Corey School had 6 catches, 116 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That's incredible. In this one, we're going to be playing against West Bloomfield. They're really, really good, and they already scored a touchdown on their first drive. But we're getting a kick return touchdown on our first drive. Well, actually, technically, it's not even a drive because we haven't had an actual offensive snap. That's not just a kick return. But Kirk Pacheco's gone, and it's 7-7 to start off this game. This is going to be most likely a high-scoring offensive one, but my throw power upgrade is still making me miss throws. It's 3rd down. I just decide to take off and run, and I get stuffed. But it's 4th down, and a designed run gets us the 1st down. That was honestly just like the same play to the other side. This time, I throw it. It's caught by JT Ponder. He's able to get a 17 before I find my tight end wide open, Caleb Kaiser. He's in for a touchdown. It's 14-14. Now handing it off to Kirk Pacheco on the first play of the second quarter. And stiff arm, hurdle, he's gone. Kirk Pacheco is going to make it to the end zone. It's 21-14, but they score right back. It's 21-21. I get sacked. Here we go. This time, throwing it up to the tight end. It's caught by Caleb Kaiser. This guy is really good at just making those contested athletic catches. I think he'll find a way, definitely, to make it to college once he gets there. He's like a sophomore right now, so it'll be a few years, but I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in the future. This time, though, I throw an interception. That's pretty rough, but we get the ball back before halftime. I just throw it deep. It's caught by JT Ponder. He falls down with 1 second left, and we have a 55-yard field goal. This is a high school kicker, but he's able to drain it. That's incredible. It's 24-24 at halftime. We get the ball to start at the 3rd quarter, and there's Corey School wide open. He's not able to make a move to score, but he is able to get us to the 30-yard line after a run. I'm able to run the ball myself, get a 1st down, and there's Corey School wide open for a touchdown. It's 31-30. They missed their 2-point conversion, or they missed their extra point, but I threw an interception. They scored a touchdown, missed their 2-point conversion. Corey School tripped on that play. He would have had a touchdown, but this time we just go right back to him. He's able to get us to the 14. Now it's JT Ponder, and he's able to go for a 1st down. Here we go now, throwing it. It's caught by Kirk Pacheco. He scores a touchdown, 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game. I decide to run, and I get it. We're up by 3, but they score a touchdown. Now we're down by 4, 43-39. This has been a high-scoring one. JT Ponder is able to get us a 1st down on 2nd and inches. I just run again, and I'm able to get the 1st down. I tried to slide there, but they just got to me before I could fully get down. So that was kind of a risk of fumbling, but it doesn't matter, because we're down at the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. Corey School or JT Ponder stopped just short, so we decided we're going to waste some clock. 3rd and goal, JT Ponder, he goes down. It's 4th and goal. This is for the game, and we score a touchdown. 46-43 is the final, and we're able to win the game, finish off the season with a record of 9-1. In this game, I went 17 for 20. I had 235 passing yards. It's kind of surprising that I only had 235 yards. That was a really high-scoring game. I thought I would have more. I thought I would be well into the 300s, honestly. But I also had 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. I also ran for 9 yards. Kirk Pacheco is so good. He had 10 runs, 132 yards, and a touchdown. And he also had almost 300 kick return yards and a kick return touchdown. This guy is really, really good. He also even had a receiving touchdown. Every single player that catches passes for us is so good. Caleb Kaiser had 3 catches, 35 yards, and 2 touchdowns. JT Ponder had 9 catches, 110 yards. And Corey School had 4 catches, 98 yards, and a touchdown. Now the regular season's over, so we're going to take a look at some more recruiting. And Robert Morris and FCS team, they offered us. Another team that offered us is St. Francis. They're also an FCS team, so not the highest level, but the 2nd highest level. They're still pretty good, though. And same thing for Eastern Kentucky. All these teams are, like, good teams, but they're really not incredible, and I would rather go to a higher level place. But these places would give me starting jobs, like Western Illinois and St. Thomas. Those 2 teams, you know, they're average teams. I've really never heard of St. Thomas. I think they were just recently a Division II team. And so these aren't the offers I wanted to get, but I will definitely take offers. But an offer I did want to get is Iowa. They have an abysmal offense. So I really don't want to go there unless they give me the keys to the offense. They let me throw the football right away because they're a heavy running offense. Minnesota, another Big Ten team. It's just great to see all these really good teams wanting me. Cincinnati, they're a Big 12 team. They made the college football playoff a few years ago. They have fallen off a cliff recently, though. So I could definitely bring them back to their glory a few years ago. Now, these are all the teams that have offered me. Just a list of them real quick. Wisconsin, Kent State, St. Thomas, Robert Morris, Northwestern, Minnesota, Bemidji State, St. Francis, Northern Iowa, Iowa, Western Illinois, Ferris State, Cincinnati, Grand Valley State, and Eastern Kentucky. I'm glad that I have all these offers, but I am definitely going to be narrowing them down quite a bit. I am going to be removing St. Francis, St. Thomas, and Western Illinois from discussions because I just really don't want to play for those teams. They're not FBS. They're not really super duper high level. No offense to them, but I think it was St. Thomas had 6 wins, and St. Francis and Western Illinois, they both had 4 wins. So I want to play for a team that can really either grow me as a player, that can have the great stuff that'll help me to get better, or I'm starting and I'm playing in a good team. I'm also going to be getting rid of 2 more teams. Northern Iowa, they're not that good. They won 3 games in the FCS. I don't even know why they were still there in the first place. And also I'm getting rid of Bemidji State because even though they're a good team, just the vibes of them are just kind of off. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But something about them, I just don't really want to go there. I think it's probably because Bemidji State is in the middle of nowhere in northern Minnesota, and that just sounds terribly cold. These are my season stats. Last year, I had an 83% completion percentage, threw for 2,647 yards, 25 touchdowns, but I did throw 18 interceptions. This season, I had the same completion percentage at 83% as last year. I also had 3,144 passing yards, and I even had more touchdowns at 39 and less interceptions at 12. Even though I'm not that good of a runner, I improved a lot on the ground compared to last year. I had 110 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns with almost 4 yards per carry, which is just fine. Kirk Pacheco really might be the greatest running back in high school football history. I don't know, but he had 1,640 yards, 23 touchdowns on the ground. He also had 3 kick return touchdowns and over 1,000 kick return yards. And he averaged 15.6 yards per carry. He averaged a first down and 6 yards more, 5.5, on every single play. That is just incredible. He also had 14 catches, 144 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. This is Caleb Kaiser's first year on the team as a transfer, but he was still able to get 52 catches, 935 yards, and 11 touchdowns. He also fumbled once, but I really don't even remember that. Caleb Kaiser is just such a good jump ball threat. Throw it up to him. He's gonna make the catch. I'm so glad to have him on this team. JT Ponder also had a great season with 67 catches, 1,175 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Corey School also had a great year. He had 51 catches, 938 yards, and 17 touchdowns. Both of these guys contributed so much to our team, and they were such great players. Our top offensive lineman, JefeZhai, had 109 blocks. I really don't know what that means, what that does, but he had 109 blocks, so I really can't complain. That's a lot of blocks. Clive Dayon is our top defensive lineman, and he had 88 tackles and 3 sacks on the year. And our other defensive lineman, Jesse Sigler, had 74 tackles and 1 sack. So a little bit worse than Dayon, but still a good player. Hajalte McMath is our linebacker. He's our leading tackler with 132 tackles, but he didn't have a single interception, a single sack, or a single forced fumble. But still a great year for him, 132 tackles in 10 games. Is really nice. Our other linebacker, Ko Hole, only had 27 tackles. That's less than 3 per game, but he did come up with a sack, which is at least better than our other linebacker did. Greg Howard, our DB, he had 88 tackles and 4 interceptions. He was also a great player, a great piece on our defense. And then our kicker, David Toliolio, he was 2 for 3 on field goals. He was 63 for 64 on extra points, but he did make a 55-yard field goal. We really didn't kick field goals, though, so his field goal percentage is low just because of that one miss he had earlier in the year. So I lost the footage for our first game in the playoffs against Utica, but just know that it was not even close. We blew them out 42-10, and so now we're on to the round of 16 in the Division I state playoffs. It's really frustrating that I lost the footage of that one game, but just know that I played great in that game against Utica, I believe it was. And now going into this game against Saline, I really feel like I have a lot of momentum in the second round of the state playoffs. After this, if we win, we'll be in the quarterfinals. So we really are already through the playoffs. There are only 16 teams left, and on this first drive, we are making it down the field. We are already down to the 20-yard line, but that was an incompletion, just barely. And this is a great throw, a little bit thrown high, and we aren't able to score, but on this next play, we are able to throw it to Kaiser and score the touchdown. I also am going to be showing all of the run plays, just because every play is more important in the playoffs. It's not like we're going to be really getting any blowout wins. And we have to punt, which gives Saline the 14-7 lead in this one. I hand it off to Kirk Pacheco, and Kirk Pacheco breaks the tackle, gets 12 yards. We're at the 15-yard line now, and I decide I'm going to throw it deep, and I just barely missed the throw far. I just decided to hit Corey School on a little screen pass, and we are able to get JT Ponder in the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. Next drive, I just decided to throw it to him. Great throw by me. And we are now probably going to make this game closer. We have led by a touchdown pretty much the entire game, especially when I'm on offense, because our defense has not made a stop yet today, which is something kind of surprising. Our defense normally holds up really well, but with 16 seconds left, we're able to take a timeout, and then I throw it up to Caleb Kaiser. He gets down to the 10-yard line, take another timeout, miss a throw. We get one more play, and it's an interception, and Saline's able to kick a field goal. That is really, really rough for us. It's 24-14. I actually think they kicked the field goal after the half, and so that is why the third quarter is so run down. And so we're getting out of bounds. We are saving all the clock we can, even though we really don't need to. There's still quite a lot of time left in this one. We're in the third quarter. This time handing it off to Kirk Pacheco. Kirk Pacheco able to get the stiff arm, and he might be in for a touchdown. He makes a juke. He's in. This game is going to be a 3-point game, but they score a touchdown. So now we need to score 10 straight here. Heading it off to Kirk Pacheco. He'll get us 9. And now on 3rd and inches, I believe the down is. I throw it up. It's caught by Caleb Kaiser. Perfect throw right on the money. That'll end the third quarter. Now Caleb Kaiser, again, he's able to get us down to the 15-yard line before we hand it off to Kirk Pacheco. And Kirk Pacheco able to get us to about the 8, handing it off to Kirk Pacheco again. He's able to break some tackles, get us first down, and now a third time is the charm. He's in for a touchdown. And we actually got a stop on defense and have good field position, and Kirk Pacheco's gone on this one, potentially. He's not in for a touchdown, but able to get us 26 yards, and now we're at about the 35-yard line. And Caleb Kaiser is still up, makes a stiff arm, makes a hurdle, and celebrates into the end zone, which gives us the lead, and we make a stop on defense. I'm trying to ice the game. I don't care that there's a minute left and we're just barely up. I am throwing the ball. We do give it to Kirk Pacheco, though, and the one time he gets the ball, he gets us 22. We really did realize, though, that running has worked, so we're going to keep the ball on the ground for the rest of this drive, putting it right up the middle with Kirk Pacheco, just able to power his way through, get us 9. And now at the 10-yard line, Kirk is able to run it in for a touchdown. That is a great playoff game for us, and I was able to go 19 for 24 in this game for 246 passing yards, and I also threw 3 touchdowns and had only 1 interception. I also had 16 rushing yards today. Kirk Pacheco also had a really, really great game today with 164 yards on 11 yards per carry, and he also even had 3 touchdowns. Kirk Pacheco also had 1 catch for 15 yards. Caleb Kaiser has continued to show how great he is with 7 catches, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. JT Ponder also had a great game today with 7 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. Also, Corey School had a great game. Not as good, but he still played well. He had 4 catches for 48 yards. we're in the state quarterfinals in a snowstorm against Detroit Catholic Central. We were able to force a punt early in the game, and now I'm able to run for 11 yards and a first down. There's JT Ponder. And now we just decide we're going to throw it up again, and I just missed that throw deep. I still definitely have not fully adjusted to that throw power upgrade, but here I'm able to hit Caleb Kaiser. He's able to break a tackle, and he's going to keep going to the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. He is not able to make the juke, but he still gets 55, and we're able to find him in the end zone for a touchdown. But Corey School actually steals the touchdown from him. This time, wow, what a catch by Caleb Kaiser, and he's still going. This guy's already had 2 long catches with broken tackles today. And this time we throw it, and he's going to catch the contested one again. Now handing it to Kirk Pacheco. He is able to run, get the stiff arm, and he is gone. That is another touchdown. We're up 14-0. And now, here's another catch for Caleb Kaiser, and another stiff arm, and he is going to keep going, break a tackle, and he is still running. We've just had such a great game today. He gets 45. I decide I'm just going to scramble here, and it does work out pretty well. I'm going to get 6. We've been able to do whatever we want on offense, as Kirk Pacheco is not able to score a touchdown on that one, but we hand it right back off to him. And he is going to be able to score on this one. It's 20-0. We missed the extra point. But we have Corey School open again. And he is probably not going to score. But getting to the 30-yard line and he fumbles it away. We held Detroit Catholic Central off for the about 5 seconds we needed to. And we get the ball to start the second half. And here goes Corey School. This time, I decide to throw it, and it's Kirk Pacheco. Kirk Pacheco does not get many catches just because our receivers are always so open. We have not given him also the most carries. But, when we do give him the ball, he's played well. He just got 14 on that play a little bit ago. And now, I just decide to run again. I'm going to get past the 20. I'm going to slide for 7 yards. And this time, I can't seem to find anybody open, but I find JT Ponder after a while. And now, it's Corey School. Corey School's going to go for a touchdown. That is a great play. They were able to score, though, so it's still a 20-point game, but we were up 27-0 at one point in time. If they come back, that would be absolutely shocking. Definitely the biggest comeback I've ever seen in Retro Bowl. And I am able to keep going. JT Ponder. I don't know why I said either, by the way. But wow, he made that catch? I thought that was going to be an interception, honestly, just watching this back. Kirk Pacheco runs for a few. This time I decide to take off. I'm trying to waste some time here because there's about a minute and a half left. But, if JT Ponder's open, I am going to throw it to him. He's able to go in for a touchdown. Now it's 41-7. This game has been an absolute blowout. It was 27-0 at one point in time, and we're going to probably win this one 41-7 unless we can score another touchdown late. Kirk Pacheco, he's going to run. He is going to get the stiff arm, and he really might be going for a touchdown. The juke move, the hurdle, I don't know what that was, but he is able to go in, and it's 48-7. It's the final. I had a great game, 17 for 19, 338 yards. I had 4 touchdowns and didn't throw an interception. I also had 4 runs for 29 yards. Kirk Pacheco had only 8 runs, but made the most of it, got 154 yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns. This guy's so good. He has over 2,000 yards on the season. He also had 15 receiving yards today. Caleb Kaiser, 4 catches, 130 yards. He's been so great for us also. Made so many contested catches early. JT Ponder had 6 catches, 135 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Another player who's just been really, really good. And Corey School had 5 catches, 58 yards, and 2 touchdowns, but he did fumble that one time near the end of the first half. Last game was a snow game, and now this one is a rain game. We're playing against Belleville, a rematch from earlier this year, the only team that has given us a loss in the state semifinals now we are. I'm looking forward to playing in this game, but I immediately get sacked, and now we have to punt the ball away. That is something that you really wouldn't expect. We very rarely punt, but now we give Kirk Pacheco the ball, and he's able to run for a big gain, gets the stiff arm, gets 17 yards. That is incredible. I'm surprised that we were able to do that. And now handing it off to Kirk Pacheco. He is going to run for 3 yards here. Then up next, I just decided to throw it deep and I just missed the throw. That's another one of those, I'm going to blame the rain because that one, it was the rain's fault. I'm just saying it right now. Kirk Pacheco able to run, get us 3 yards, get out of bounds. Time is kind of dwindling away in this first quarter, but our defense has played really, really super duper well. the Belleville offense is really the only offense that's given us actual struggles this year, but there's Caleb Kaiser in the end zone for a touchdown. Kirk Pacheco now, he's going to get us 2 yards, and then I just throw it to Corey School. Corey School gets a stiff arm. That's not something you see from him much. He doesn't really want to be physical. He just wants to make the catch, then kind of run out of bounds. That's what he tries to do, at least. Caleb Kaiser, the tight end. I don't even know why I said that, how I said that. Well, I mean, I know how I said that by just saying Corey and then Kaiser afterwards. Let's just forget about that. It's 4th down now. I just throw it to Caleb Kaiser. I'm saying his name right this time, and he's going to get the first down. Here we go, up the middle to Kirk Pacheco. He gets the hurdle, gets the first down. This guy has been, so good recently. Here we go. I'm going to run, and I'm going to get 4 yards. Our entire team has just been playing really super duper well. Kirk Pacheco diving to get the first down, and there's Corey School in the end zone for a touchdown. And now that's Caleb Kaiser. What a great throw. We have 9 seconds left in the half. Now I throw it, and it's intercepted. He might bring it back for a touchdown, and it looks like he will. This game's going to be tied at 14 at halftime, but we get the ball to start the second. No, actually we didn't, but we did force a punt. And now there's Caleb Kaiser. Caleb Kaiser going to go for the first down. This guy is so good at just fighting for those extra yards, fighting for contested catches. This guy, he's such a hard worker. I really do like that about him. I think he's going to make it. I really do want to play with him in the future. Kirk Pacheco going to get us 3 yards. And now I decide to find Corey School. Corey School, he's going to get 7. We are nearly done with the third quarter now. I feel like this game has flown by. And there's Caleb Kaiser for a touchdown. But Belleville responds right back. Whenever we score, they're able to score right back, and I just threw an interception. They scored another touchdown now. So now we need to respond right back to them. We're going into the fourth quarter now. Kirk Pacheco's been really good. This rain game you would think would be benefiting his running game, and he hasn't ran that well, but he still has been great. And there's another interception, but this time we get a stop on defense. So our defense is luckily bailing me out. I've already thrown 3 interceptions in this one. 2 minutes left in the game. Especially in a spot, we fumbled, but we got it back. That could have actually helped us, and that maybe saved us the game. We got the 4th down conversion. The fumble gave us some extra yards. That's really great to see, which is kind of surprising. You would never expect a fumble to do good. And there's Kirk Pacheco for another 11 yards. Our offensive game has come together really, really well in this fourth quarter, and there's Kirk Pacheco for 6 yards. And I really feel like we could definitely win the state championship. This has been a close game, but we are already doing better than we were last game. We have a chance to win this game, tie it, depends on what happens on this drive. But the clock is starting to run out. There's about 35 seconds left. Now we just hand it to Kirk Pacheco. He's able to get us 4 yards, get us to the 5-yard line, and now I'm going to take off and run. And am I going to be able to make it in? No. But Kirk Pacheco is going to be able to make it in, and now we're going for 2 to win the game, and there's Kirk Pacheco again. 29-28 is the final, and we won. I was 21 for 27, only had 170 yards, though. Even though I didn't have many passing yards, I was still able to throw 3 touchdowns, but the only problem with this game is that my interception throwing ways from last year are coming back. I threw 3 of them in this one. The Belleville defense is really good, though, so I'll give them credit for that. I also ran the ball 8 times today, which isn't necessarily good because I only run the ball when I need to. But, I did get 30 yards on that, which is better than nothing. And Kirk Pacheco had a game that was really, really great again. He had 20 runs, 98 yards, and a touchdown. But he did have his first fumble this entire season. He also had 3 catches for 16 yards. Caleb Kaiser had 11 catches, 98 yards, and 2 touchdowns. JT Ponder had 4 catches for 29 yards, and Corey School had 3 catches for 26 yards and a touchdown. The state finals game that I'm going into is going to be a real legacy moment for me, and I'm hoping that it can really improve what we're doing in terms of recruiting. Also, this is the rest of the team's stats going on in the background. We're playing at Ford Field. I don't know if I already said that. I am just excited to play this game, hoping that maybe even we can get a blowout. That would be incredible if that would happen. Don't think it will. Kirk Pacheco goes for 2 yards. We're just going to hand it off to him again. No gain. Now it's 3rd down, and we have to throw it, and it's caught by Corey School, but we have to punt on the first drive for the 2nd game in a row. And now Cass Tech gets the ball, and they kick a field goal, which is better than I expected, honestly, but Kirk Pacheco lost a yard on that play. And now we're going to be throwing it up, and I throw an interception. That is really, really rough. But we hold them to yet another field goal. And there goes Kirk Pacheco for 11 yards. And then we hand it off to him again. Kirk Pacheco really has not had the best game other than that 11-yard run. And now it's JT Ponder. He's able to catch it, go out of bounds. And now I'm going to hit Caleb Kaiser. No, I'm not. I'm going to throw it deep. But I missed the throw. I've missed a lot of those throws. And we are going to kick a field goal. It's up, and it is through the posts, which means it's 6-3, and we got to stop on defense. We have the ball in good field position, but Kirk Pacheco just has not been running well today. Last game, he also was struggling a little bit more, still had almost 100 rushing yards. But, still, I think a below-average game for him. But there goes Caleb Kaiser. He's able to get 14 yards and a first down. We're now nearly halfway through the second quarter, and we're still losing. Cass Tech was a team I really thought wasn't going to be that good, but they were in the state finals picture a couple years ago, and now they're right back here. And there goes Corey School. He is going to go down to the 5-yard line. He got 15 on that one, and now we're handing it off to Kirk Pacheco, and he is still not able to run it in for a touchdown, but there's Caleb Kaiser, who is able to score. Cass Tech kicks a field goal just a little bit after halftime, and now we have the ball back with about 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and there goes Corey School. Even more receiver stiff arms. That's not something you ever really see in Retro Bowl, but it's happening for us. Our guys are just playing so hard in these last two games, and there's another interception that I threw, and Cass Tech scores a touchdown, and they get the 2-point conversion, which now means they're up by 7 with just a minute left in the third quarter. There's JT Ponder for 7 yards. Our defense has really played well in this game, though. We held them to 3 field goals and 1 touchdown on, I believe, like 5 or 6 drives. We're holding them to a lot of field goals, and now on 4th down, we're just going to take off and run. I've thrown a lot of interceptions, but our defense has played well. 2 interceptions and a punt, and they only have 17 points at the end of the third quarter. We've given them the ball in good field position for them, and they have not done a ton. And so I'm just really thankful for our defense right now going late into this game. I know that this game really has not been won by me, at least so far. Even if we do win this game, I still don't really think that it'll be me. And there's Kirk Pacheco in for a touchdown, but the defense just then allows the touchdown. So I really might be taking back what I said just like a few seconds ago. I really think that hopefully I can bring our team to a win, even after throwing those 2 interceptions. Now it's not about the defense, it's about me being resilient and me playing well. When I was playing poorly earlier in the game, throwing 2 interceptions, Caleb Kaiser is able to get 16, and now about 45 seconds left, I'm going to take off and run. And I'm able to get to about the 24-25-yard line. And now Kirk Pacheco is going to run, and Kirk Pacheco is going to get a big gain, get 11 yards. And now it's Corey School. Corey School, he's going to run down to the 1-yard line, and I throw it. It's Caleb Kaiser. We are going to go for 2 to win this game with 16 seconds left, and we are going to throw it to Caleb Kaiser, and he catches it. We have won this incredible state championship trophy. I am so happy that we won this. I went 18 for 21 for 176 yards. I had 2 touchdowns, but I also had those 2 interceptions. I had 7 runs for 35 yards. I was really good on the ground today. Kirk Pacheco was not very good on the ground today. He had 18 runs for 59 yards, only 3.3 yards per carry, but he did have a touchdown late in the game. And even though he didn't show up this game, he still has been really good. He did not make a catch today, by the way. Nobody on our team really had an outstanding day offensively today, but we all worked together, and we still won the game. Caleb Kaiser had 4 catches, only 34 yards, but he did have 2 touchdowns for us. JT Ponder had 6 catches for 69 yards, and Corey School had 8 catches for 72 yards. Zach Vaitai, our offensive lineman, made 1 pancake. Clive Dayon, our defensive lineman, had 15 tackles. Jesse Siegler, our other defensive lineman, had 6 tackles. Hajalte McMath, our linebacker, had 9 tackles. And our other linebacker, Co Hole, had only 1 tackle today. He had a rough game. Greg Howard, our DB, had 5 tackles. And our kicker, David Toliolio, was 1 for 1 on field goals. He made 1 from 52. I believe that was his second longest of the season because he made 1 from 55 earlier. This guy's got incredible range somehow, by the way. And he also made both of his extra points. He only missed 1 all season. Recruiting interest in me has massively increased. And now I am getting pursued by some bigger teams more heavily. They seriously want me now. I'm a 4-star recruit. And Valparaiso offered me a scholarship. Valparaiso is a small FCS team, so like I've probably said a bunch of times before, they're the 2nd division. I probably don't want to go there, but it's nice that they gave me the scholarship. I'm really glad that I could go there if I wanted to. There are also more teams that I would rather go to, though, in the power conferences of the FBS, the highest division. Another team that also really wants me on their team is Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois is going to be entering the Mountain West Conference, which is weird because they're in Illinois. UNLV also, they're in the Mountain West Conference already. I could go there if I wanted to. And another team that really has fallen from being really good previously is Oregon State. They also offered me a scholarship. I could go there if I wanted to. Now there are a whole bunch of teams that are interested in me, especially after getting 4 new scholarships. So all the teams that have given me a scholarship are Grand Valley, Robert Morris, Valparaiso, Oregon State, Eastern Kentucky, Kent State, Cincinnati, UNLV, Northern Illinois, Ferris State, Wisconsin, Northwestern, Iowa, and Minnesota. Now, I am going to narrow it down a little bit. I took away some of the FCS teams. I took away Eastern Kentucky. I took away Valparaiso. And I also took away Robert Morris. Those are just 3 average teams, which is why I'm getting rid of them. 3 teams that I don't want to go to are Grand Valley State because they're in Division 2, which is the 3rd highest division for some reason. Kent State, they did not win a single game. And also Northern Illinois because they're in Illinois, but they play in the Mountain West. And a MAC team moving to the Mountain West, I just don't know how well they would fare there. So that leaves us with these 7 teams. And now we're going to narrow it down even more by getting rid of UNLV. UNLV also just way too far out west. I would want to play it like a Premier West team. Another team I wanted to get rid of was Ferris State. Ferris State is good, but I really would rather go to a Division I team, and now we have only Division I FBS teams here, even though Ferris State is dominant. And another team I'm going to be getting rid of is Oregon State. Oregon State is in Oregon. They're not even in the Pac-12. Well, I mean, they are in the Pac-12, but they're not even in a good conference, so I don't necessarily think I want to go there. And the next team I'm going to get rid of, the final team for now, is going to be Iowa. Iowa's offense is absolutely terrible. I would hardly get any chance to even throw the ball because they run the ball like 3 billion times a game, so that's why I'm not going there. Now, Wisconsin is one of the options. They have a sophomore quarterback ahead of me, but he is inconsistent. Wisconsin's in the Big Ten, but they went 6-7 last year. Kirk Pacheco has gone there, so that would be nice, and it would be a quarterback battle. I could start, I could not. It really just depends on how I play in training camp. If you want me to go there, comment down below. And Northwestern has a junior quarterback ahead of me. He throws a lot of interceptions. Northwestern is a Big Ten team, but they went 3-9 last year. They do have good academics, and in real life, I'm pretty smart. So I definitely would not be opposed to going there for that. And I would also have a QB battle to play there. Minnesota has a junior quarterback ahead of me. Their quarterback is good. They're a Big Ten team. They went 6-7 last year. They're close to Isle Royale, but I most likely wouldn't play because their quarterback is a good player. I probably wouldn't even play until I was a sophomore also because you can redshirt, which gives you an extra year if you don't play. The final team that is recruiting me that could potentially be my final destination is Cincinnati. Cincinnati, they have a senior quarterback ahead of me, and he is really, really good. They're a Big 12 team. They went 8-5 last year. Even other than them going 8-5 last year, they were really good a few seasons before that in the American Conference. They made the college football playoffs. I don't know what their current quarterback is going to do, but I could definitely bring them back there. I think I already said that before. And also, I think I would redshirt my first year. Actually, I know I would redshirt my first year, but it's actually probably a better situation than Minnesota because for Minnesota, I just wouldn't play for a couple years, but for Cincinnati, it would be my freshman year, and I would likely be starting. So those are the 4 options. So like I said earlier, go down in the comments. Tell me which team you want to go to. I'll definitely use the comments and, use them to determine what team I'm going to go to, at least partially. I really enjoyed making this video. It's taken a long time, but I won the state championship. Right now in the background are some of my favorite highlights from the season. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.